So we're going to start with Miss Celine Zapolsky, who has a number of titles. I think the most impressive one is that she is the French ambassador of tech to Vietnam, but she's also the vice president for global vice president for LINAGORA and the CEO of LINAGORA Vietnam. Okay, your 5 minutes start now.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, so please help me, right? Yeah, for those who do not know LINAGORA, we are what we call a dinosaur in the open source market. Have been there fulfilling and promoting open source technology for 19 years. We come from France, but actually we work in 4 continents, Montreal, Tunis, and Vietnam. So I opened the office of Vietnam 5 years ago. So this is what we are developing in a way, right? We believe that innovation and open source would lead to what we call a third digital way. What is a third digital way? It's somewhere in between American software and Chinese software. You know, Europe is just like Vietnam actually. We do not have the financial of US, and we do not have as much volume as there is in China in terms of users. So if you think about this, then we think that there is another way to build another future that is more sustainable, that is more respectful of privacy for the people, that is more ethic, that is not using your data and where you are not the product, right? So what we believe is that open source is a way for us to build another digital way. We have been working in many countries now, over 15, and this is why I think that open source is also something that makes tech a better world, right? Why? Because, as you know, open source is promoted by the World Bank, promoted also by United Nations, and basically, actually, it's the basis of most of what the NGOs are doing. In a way, we work for the community and we make innovation available for the community. So that's a good thing. Second is that we believe that innovation should not benefit to a small amount of persons, but it has to be shared to as many people as possible. If you share innovation, and especially innovation that is made and paid by public government, local or global government, then it has to be shared. Because at the end of the day, it's money from the people, right? So why would it only benefit to only companies that are building this? Third thing, open source is more ethics. Because everybody likes Google solutions. Of course, it's free. But you are the product, right? So we, with open source technology, we do not use your data. We do not profile you in a way, right? So it's another way of thinking digital in a more ethic way. Fourth, be involved, contribute. We are a company. Of course, we need to make money because we have to pay our employees, right? But not only, we know that we cannot develop ourselves, develop the company without redistributing to the community. So our company, 19 years, more than 43,000 contributions to open source technology. This is how you create a virtuous circle, in a way. Open it all. We develop software, and 100% of what we're doing is available online for you to use. You never will have to come to us and work with us. What we believe is that if we make good innovation, you will be interested in our software and you will want to promote it, use it, maybe develop more features. And at the end of the day, you would prefer to work with a company that is doing good software than another one who is just willing to get your money out of you. This is what we believe. And it looks like it works because last year was 80% growth for the company. This year, we're waiting more than 30%. So now it's working, right? Last but not least, which is something that is really important, we believe that even as a company, we need to invest in the community. And the first thing that we can do, the first thing that we have been doing actually for a long time is investing in education. Education for the people that are working around us, because the more people would be able to use open source technology, is more people who are creating their own jobs, whether they are self-employed or they contribute to other open source software, contribute to community, do open innovation, right? We have to work on that. And actually, this is something that we have been investing in for a long time through Open Up in Bacroix, Hanoi, but also with developing a new educational program. This is what I call 10,000 coders a year for Vietnam. I want to launch this. I want to work with both government, employees, and have technology and education be an opportunity for people who would never go to university, who would never go to get a master's degree in science, but who are really able to learn fast. Vivan was talking about just learn, help yourself, know how to learn. I completely agree on that. And actually, I think that there is not only one way to learn, which is only about theory. You learn by doing, right? So all this program needs to be hands-on, and we need to also have the companies really get involved in the educational program, because at the end of the day, this is how we manage to get 76% of our students back to work, right? So I will be very happy to work with you guys, because we need you as a community also to be involved in this kind of projects for education.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Celine.